Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast with Kathy and me talking
No.
about what is it? Is it another version of Frankenstein?
We're
That
talking about monster. Who is the real monster, Burke?
yeah,
I
it's
think we know. It's people.
well, yeah,
Crazy.
it's so funny that this story has created so much entertainment and so many stories. I mean, right now, partly because it's in the public domain and you can make a movie called Frankenstein if you want to. You just can't use Universal's design of, Boris Karloff with,
Sure.
but you can make a Frankenstein movie and you can make a Dracula movie.
Mm-hmm.
But the character is timeless. I mean, it's a tragedy. It's one of those, the moral of the story is don't play God.
That's right.
And
Science is always treading that line, aren't they? I mean,
yeah, the sort of greed. It's almost like when you
yeah.
look at Victor Frankenstein in those old Universal films, he's greedy. He's like,
Sure.
at one point he's like, now I know what it feels like to be God.
He wants to be God. He wants to bring life. He wants to create life.
Yeah. And
Yes.
then this life that he creates, that he doesn't even, I mean, it's almost like he didn't even realize, oh yeah, it's a living being, and it has feelings, and it has complexity, and it has it has human behaviors and traits. And there's so many things to think about with this story.
That's right.
And of course, Guillermo del Toro is one of our masters of the macabre, and
Incredible.
and I have to drop a name. I worked with him on a little movie called Hellboy.
Oh, that little movie. Yes.
Yeah, and made some really cool props. Got a really sweet opportunity to work on that film.
Very cool.
And it was fun because his attitude is what you know from the interviews with him.
Yeah.
And what better person to take on such a classic story? There was an exhibit that went around of his memorabilia. He has so much cool stuff that you could fill a museum with it, which he did. And we went and saw it. My wife and I went and saw it about 3 times because there was about 5 things in the exhibit that I designed, which was kind of cool to look in the case and like, oh,
amazing.
That's mine,
That's really cool.
But the cool thing is he is just a fan. He's a monster kid just like us. And so I'm really excited to see this.
Me too, because I think he's incredible visual artist, and I like that he likes horror. He wants to do horror and fantasy. He's not like trying to do anything else. He knows his sweet spot. He wants to do that. I love too. I mean, as we know, like this story that has been handed down so many times about all of this like toxic masculinity and the playing God and wanting to be, it's written by a woman, Mary Shelley. So I love that. That's written by a woman.
Well,
and then coincidentally, we also have the movie The Bride that's coming out, directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal. So you have a woman directing a woman. So there's something really cool about that. So I love these movies are kind of coming out around the right time, around Halloween. So I love that.
On that point of this being a story created by a woman, it's pretty commonly known and pretty much agreed upon that Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's book, is the first science fiction book.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's there. I mean, it's hard to argue that it isn't. It's science fiction. It is the definition of science fiction. And I've actually talked about this movie with people before, and we kind of realized like it really is kind of a woman. There's an underlying concept. I mean, Victor Frankenstein is a man creating life, but in general, women usually do that.
That's right. We do create life. That's happened.
I think women give birth to a new life, and there's this thing that I don't know because I'm not one, but I think women have this idea that I can do that.
He gave birth to a full-grown man though, so that's
but it's still like creating the idea of creating life, and
you can't let women have one thing. So let's check out this trailer before to say after we watch this. Now I know I've heard that, and I'm going to show the poster real quick early. We'll watch.
Okay.
Because what I've discovered in reading about this film is that they're showing it from both perspectives. So we're going to get the doctor's perspective that we're used to seeing,
right?
And we're actually going to see the monster's perspective in the same story. So it's kind of like two movies in one, is what I'm getting the impression of. If you can imagine.
Oh, yeah.
So we have these posters that show Dr. Frankenstein's side, the monster side.
Wow.
Interesting. Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much that you could, explore with this idea, with this story, the concept. And I'm looking at the one, looks like a big hole in the floor on the human side. Yeah. And there's like a Medusa face on the right.
Ooh, the nose is scary.
And that big window. It's like, it's interesting. The production design of this, I see this like a in the background of that first poster, there's like this green tank kind of thing.
Right.
And in the TV movie that we've talked about a lot, Frankenstein, the True Story, that
I love that one. Michael Sarrazin.
Yeah, such a great version of the story. There was a green tank like that, and I think
got to be intentional.
I have a feeling, knowing Guillermo del Toro,
he's a fan.
I'll bet he's seen it a million times.
Definitely.
I'd bet you money.
Yep. So I think that's kind of interesting. So I don't think we've seen too many Frankensteins from the monster point of view, but I know that some movies have made the monster a monster, and then some of them have made like the monster almost a victim. Like, you have some emotional complexity. So I'm very interested to see which side. Where is Guillermo del Toro going to come in on it? I think probably on the emotional side.
I have a feeling, because he's said many times that he relates to the monster.
That's right.
In monster movies, and I always did too. I always felt people talk about things like King Kong, and
I'm always with the monster.
My heart breaks at that movie. I don't know.
Well, I can't watch King Kong. It's too much.
Can't
do. It's too sad.
And Boris Karloff in Frankenstein and the Universal, and he's so sad.
Really
All right.
Okay.
You ready?
We're ready.
Okay. Hold the work.
My maker told his tale.
You see the chest.
And I will tell you.
Oh, that's tricky. The tank looked red. Maybe it turns red when it's.
I remember pieces.
Oh, what?
Memories of different men.
Whoa.
Then I saw it. Your name.
Oh my God, that's cool.
Victor Frankenstein. My creator.
That look.
I demand a single grace from you. If you are not to award me love, then I will indulge in rage. Now, run.
Okay.
Well,
so it's actually coming out in theaters October 17th. Will be great to see it on big screen.
Yes.
Coming to Netflix November 7th.
Well, I'm going to see it.
Oh, there's no way I'm not seeing it in the theater. Oh my God, it looks amazing. All right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have some incredible actors in this.
Yeah.
I love the really solid cast. They're taking it really seriously. It looks gorgeous. They threw money at it. You can tell it looked really good. My only complaint, I wish they hadn't shown the monster.
I know. And
they teased it, and they should have left it teasy. I mean, I'm curious, of course, but I feel like it could have been a cool reveal in the actual movie theater to see the monster. Even though we know the most gorgeous man in the world is playing him, he's not going to be.
But the idea in the book was he wasn't horrible looking, and also in Frankenstein the True Story that when he was good looking at first, and then but yeah, I don't know why companies do that where they show the monster or whatever. Maybe they feel like it might have been a little bit disappointing if they had held back on it and people would have these high hopes, and then he just has kind of cuts on his face or something. But the other thing that I think about is when you're designing the Frankenstein monster, you got the most classic, Jack Pierce monster design ever. I want to do that though, but you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. But you have to do something that's iconic.
Well, I mean, maybe more realistic is also good. I don't mind like a new take. It doesn't have to be too stylized. I mean, I'm okay. Like I kind of liked how the body looked almost kind of empty of any blood or any kind of looked pale, almost like translucent when he's kind of putting it together. You feel like he's gonna push the blood through it, and it's gonna create flesh in a way. So there's something I like the science idea of it. Always have.
Yeah. And the kind of strange, like quirky, off-kilter idea of science, like you can reanimate a corpse with electricity, but there's that thing of like creating something. The imagery. Guillermo del Toro is very into the visual stuff. Obviously, every frame of this trailer looked beautiful.
Yeah,
and the monster is the star of the show. And I feel like. Yeah, I mean, you do have to be iconic with that. I feel like it needs to be something memorable, like almost like I don't know. It's hard to explain, but yeah, I can see what you're saying, where it should look like a stitched together corpse. Like
maybe
corpses stitched
not
together like this.
Or just what would it look like if you were because it's probably, I don't know. I feel like I want to see something new. I don't want to see just the usual Frankenstein. And so I feel like with this, I feel like we did see a little bit of him, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. Is he supposed to be scary looking? Maybe he kind of develops throughout the movie and gets better. Yeah. I can't tell, but he's hidden behind a mask for most of it. Looks like he's like covered. And so he's hiding because he probably feels ugly. He probably feels unloved, which is the whole torture, because he's a human, so he has feelings and emotions. And that's what I thought was cool, is that we bring this monster to life, but he's a human being technically. Yeah. So I like that, and so I feel like he's going to probably play around with like the humanity of it, not make him too monstrous, because he is like born this way in a way, but at the same time he's very bitter about what the doctor did, because everyone thinks he's a monster, and he didn't help him out with that. And I love how he says run.
Yeah. It's really funny. There's been some amazing explorations of this idea, and I always have to bring up with people who maybe haven't seen it is the Hammer films, like Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed. It has that title. Yeah, but it is a heartbreaking, beautifully made Terrence Fisher Hammer film about what it would feel like to be a Frankenstein monster. And what would that involve, and how would what if you went and tried to find your wife or something, and here you are like this, and also the Christopher Lee Frankenstein, where he was so cool. That's iconic. I mean, when you see Christopher Lee as Frankenstein in the Hammer
or
films,
Dracula, or anything Christopher Lee did was iconic.
Lee, yeah. Sauron,
pretty much.
Yeah.
He just was one of those guys. He's a very iconic guy.
Everything he did became iconic. Yeah. But yeah, this film looks like it's going to create some iconic images. I think. I'm not real sure. Maybe there's a little bit more of a reveal for the monster. Maybe we're only seeing phase 1, stage
Could
1.
Be. I like that idea.
Something like that. Maybe he becomes something else, or I don't know. It's
it looks fascinating, and there's just no way I won't see a Del Toro movie about Frankenstein. I mean, there's no way. I don't care what the trailer shows me. I don't care what it looks like. I'm seeing it. It's just sold.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it.
I'm there.
Looked fantastic. And so let us know in the comments, what's your favorite Frankenstein movie?
Yeah.
What do you think of this trailer? What do you think? What is your favorite Del Toro movie? I would love to know.
Well, he's taken on a task here. These are some giant platform Frankenstein boots that he has to fill here. The with the other so many classics that I know Guillermo del Toro loves them all.
Yes,
and his task for himself was like, can I do this? I wonder if he went through a lot of like, ooh, can I do it?
Oh, I mean, just knowing he was going to do it, he's probably like, oh God, I got to do this thing justice. It's like one of the greatest stories of all time. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So let us know.
Had some in his memorabilia collection. He had a lot of Frankenstein stuff.
I'm sure
he even had a life-size statues of Jack Pierce putting the makeup on
he's a fan.
Boris Karloff.
About him.
Yeah.
He's a fan. And
giant Frankenstein head that he used to have over the door in one of his rooms.
And now he's making his own iconic films.
Yeah.
So definitely looks good. So let us know what you think in the comments. We'll catch you next time.
Bye, everybody.